Hello everyone, my name is Alema Bob, coming to take you through information literacy, importance of information literacy in digital age, and lastly, importance in life cycle. By definition, information literacy is the ability to identify, locate, evaluate, organize, and effectively use information to solve a problem or just to make a decision. It will also include the ability to use information responsibly. So, in simple terms, information literacy means knowing how to find the right information, judge it if it is reliable, and use it properly. So you'll get to know that information literacy has importance in digital age. There are many importances. One of them is help learners to identify a reliable information. So how is it possible to help learners to identify reliable information? So the internet contains a lot of information, including false or misleading. So learners will be able to recognize whether this is the right information or this is the misleading information. That's one of the importance of information literacy in the digital age. The second importance of information literacy in digital age is it prevents misinformation and fake news, where people will learn how to verify facts before believing or sharing with friends or with their supervisors also. So the third importance of information literacy in digital age is to also improve academic performance of students, where students can research effectively and produce better assignments or projects or any other work given by their lecturers or their supervisors. It also supports lifelong learning, where it enables individuals or students to continue learning even after their real studies or when they have left school. Because they are information literate, it can also help them to learn outside when they are out of school. It also enhances decision making, where access to accurate information helps people or students to make informed or right decision. It also improves digital skills, where people learn how to search online databases, use digital tools, and many more. So let's get to know about information life cycle. In, in simple terms, information life cycle just refers to the stages that information goes through from creation to, let me just say, to disposal. It has to go creation or generation, collection, how to process information, how to store information, how to distribute information, and so on. So the first stage of information, you have to generate or create information. How are you creating the information? So information is produced through research or writing, or you can go and record information where necessary. So after creating information, so you have to collect. You have to come up with the measure of collection, how you are collecting the information. The information is gathered from different sources. So you can get it from the book, you can get it from the website, internet, among others. So after collecting the information, so next step, you have to know that after collecting, you have to process or you organize it in a good way. So the information is arranged. After arranging, you have to analyze. If not analyzing, you have to edit whether this information can fit this one for a future use or for meaningful use. So after processing or organizing the information, you you have to look for a way of storing. How are you going to store the information? So information, you can store it through databases, libraries, or you can archive it, or you can use digital system in order to keep the information for a future use. After storing the information, the next step you have to think of, you have to distribute the information. To whom are you distributing? To whom are you sharing the information? You have to think about it. So you have the information you shared with others. You can share it even through books, through website, through media, social platforms like WhatsApp groups, among others. After that, you have to use the information individually or group. So individuals can access and apply the information for learning or for making a proper decision, or you can use that information which you have stored to solve a problem. So after using, you have to find a way of preserving the information, how you can preserve it or disposal. As I've talked of, that is the last step of information life cycle. So important information, you can preserve it for future use. So the one which you think it is outdated, you can decide to delete it or you can archive it, especially when you are using WhatsApp. It's all about introduction to information literacy, definition, importance in digital age, and life cycle of information. So thanks for listening. My name still remains Alem Abob. I'll take you more about information literacy and other topics. Thanks.